everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Sandra. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to do another makeup look using some new products probably and some older products. I have not moisturized since this morning, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to prep by using my Caudalie Beauty Elixir first. So my face feels nice and fresh. I love how it feels right now. I am going to go ahead and prep with my Extreme Cream by Innbeauty Project. I'm surprised I still have product left. I swear that like it was all gone, but I still have some left, so that's good. Sorry if you guys can hear any of the background noise. It's like the wind. I think we're getting some rain right away, so anyway, it sounds like really scary. It's like zooming underneath the doors and stuff. So I'm not really sure where to begin. I haven't decided whether I even want to wear foundation. I think I do, but I need some primer first. So I have a couple of primers that I want to use. I'm going to mix them. First, I'm going to use this one. I haven't actually used it yet. It's the Beauty Blender Boost Firming and Smoothing Peptide Primer. I don't think I've actually used this at all yet. Let's try it out. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like this clear pink, very light pink opaque color, I guess. Not really clear. Has an interesting smell. Okay, it's definitely more liquid than I thought. It's called, what is it called? Firming and Smoothing Peptide Primer. So it's supposed to firm and smooth. I thought it was meant to be a glowy primer, but I could be wrong. Okay, then I'm also going to add a little bit of my One Size on top. This is Secure the Sweat by One Size. This is probably one of my favorite primers, and it also has a little bit of tackiness. Like, it's meant for oily skin, and it's supposed to prevent the oil from like coming through your skin, so your makeup doesn't get ruined. And I don't have oily skin; I've got dry skin. But I still feel like this is a moisturizing product. So I don't know, I like to use it. And I don't have any like it makes my makeup go on nice and smooth, and I don't have any adverse side effects. It doesn't make my skin feel drier or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use some product now. I'm going to use my Forever Glow HD, was it HD Skin? No, Forever Skin Glow by Dior, and this is the shade 2N. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the Forever Glow Star Filter in as well. I'm going to add both of these onto my sponge. Sometimes I just like add them straight on there. But I think I would recommend, like, knowing what I know about makeup, I would definitely recommend adding your product onto your hand first, and then going from there. Okay, so I'm going to add this. Another thing that I like to do, actually, I put it on the sponge and then like add it to my hand, and then I can tap into it, blend it, do whatever I need to do, and then go ahead and blend it to my skin. So as soon as I'm done this, I will be right back. I think my skin looks really good with these products on there. Like, it looks really nice. Not too dark, not too light. I really like it. But we are going to set everything down. I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micropowder in the shade Fair 1. And I'm just going to take a large brush and just set my makeup down. And this is before I go in with any other product, even concealer. I think I'm going to stick to powder products today. See how I feel as I go along. Okay, so for concealer, I'll use my Westman Atelier one today. This is in the shade, I believe it's the shade 2. No, light 3, L3. Okay, so before I was setting my concealer in place with my sponge, and today I'm going to use my brush. So I'm just going to pat it in place. This is a really nice concealer. I've really been enjoying it. And I do find if you use a brush, it stays in place better. When you use a sponge, it does kind of like, I don't know, it dampens it down, and it does blend really, really well, but the brush keeps it in place better. Okay, and so now we're going to use some more powder to set the makeup there. But I use the sponge on my nose, break into my powder again, and set under the eye. And around the nose. Can you notice I did not use much powder at all? Okay, so now I'm going to use my butter bronzer. Or do I want to use butter bronzer? Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I used it the other day. So I'm going to use a big fluffy brush for this. And I'm going to swipe it on my forehead. And around the perimeter of my face, just to kind of bring some color back to my skin. But also I was sitting outside a bit today, so it's nice to have a little bit of glow going on, even if it is fake. Put some on my nose. Kind of coming down my nose onto the tops of my cheeks. And the butter bronzer, this is the deep bronzer color. So it's like I think it's the darkest one you can get. I really enjoy using this because it has kind of like I don't know, like it's kind of shiny. Like you can't really see it, but it's got like a shimmery under, like just a little bit of shimmer. And just kind of like, it's a little glowy, which I really like. So I'm going to go into my Kosas blush. This is the newest one I've gotten, and it is a powder blush. I've been really loving the cream blushes lately, but today I'm going to use powder. So I'm using this flatter brush, and I'm just going to apply the blush on my cheekbone and go up to my temple. And I'm not using any contour today. That's okay. A little bit on the nose, just whatever's left over on the brush. Again, bring the blush down also from the nose down to the cheeks. And it looks like I have a pretty tan. For highlight, I'm going to add it right now, and then I'm going to go off camera and do brows. Highlight is going to be with my little trusty highlight brush, Mary Lou by the Balm, my favorite highlight ever. I'll leave this out for inner corner highlight too, but I have no idea what I'm using for the eyes. I kind of want to just apply a really fun liner and call it a day, because like I haven't done that for a while. Feeling like a really bright electric blue. But I always do like doing my shadow too. I don't know, something really nice about it. Okay, we'll be right back and I'll have brows done when I return. And we're going to start in the crease. I'm going to use the shade Suntan. It's kind of like my go-to shade when it comes to this palette. And it's kind of like a color that most people probably wouldn't start with. You'd probably honestly want to start with like Sundown, which is more of a golden orangey shade. But I don't know, like I'll probably use that to blend this out maybe. Or maybe I'll go into Beach. Beach is a nice shade too. I always seem to reach for this one during summer. And by this one, I mean the palette. Okay, so you can see it's like not blended there. So I'm going to reach into Beach, which is the shade right here. Same brush, and I'm just going to blend that shade right out. And you can see how effortlessly it blends too, right? So just blend it right up to the eyebrow, and then we will highlight that eyebrow later. But with the colors on my cheeks and the rest of my face, it doesn't really look unnatural. It's like a nice brown tan color. But I am going to go in now on the lid. I'm going to go a little bit crazy. Before we go crazy, I'm going to take another brush. Hopefully this one hasn't been used. I'm going to go into Suntan as well and put that on the lower lash line. and just blend this out really, really nicely. And I'm just going to blend it. And then like I kind of bring it up to the upper eyelid here. And I just keep blending until it's all pretty and natural. I'll blend it also out with Beach, which is a lighter shade, just so there's no harsh, weird lines or anything. Okay, and then I'm going to take a cream. Do I want a cream? You know what? Never mind. I'll use this one. It's kind of like a packing brush. It's an eye shading brush, E55, but I am going to spray it with setting spray. And I'm going to go in with a really like metallic color. I think it's a metallic shade. I know it's in a sparkle. It's High Degree, which is almost like a red kind of bronze. So I'm going to use that on the brush. And this is going right on the lid. Right on the outside corner, right up into the crease. And I don't normally do this. Like I don't normally use shimmer shades on the lid. I usually use like a matte and then I mix it up with shimmer or metallic. But this is also a really pretty way to get like that drama that you might be looking for right at the, I don't know, it can be a very dramatic look. Okay, so that's half of the lid. And then the other half of the lid, I'm going to turn the brush around, spray the other side, and then go in with a light color, a lighter color. So I'm just trying to think which is the best one. I think I'm going to go into Silk, which is down here. So I'm just golden. It's going to be really pretty. This is going to go in the inner half of the eye. You can see how dramatic that looks. It's almost like a cut crease, but it's not. It's just my lid. The way my lid is, it kind of will look like a cut crease anyway. For those of you who have eyes that are hooded, it's a bit more difficult. You really have to create your own crease. You have to create the effect of like a actual lid. So you always do it a little bit higher than your crease. And in your case, you would actually have to do a cut crease. Okay, so it's almost like effortless. I don't even really have to blend it much. I just tap it down the middle and it's pretty much blended. There. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do there. I kind of want to add that same red color to the bottom. Let's do it. And instead of doing such a like high intensity, like even dark or brown or black like liner, I might just leave the lower lash line and line the top. I think that might be really pretty. I think I'm done with the palette now. Lips, I don't want to do anything crazy. I just want to use a gloss. So I'm going to check out my Jeffree Star glosses here and see what color I have. I think it's Pretzel Drip I always reach for the bronze. So I'll put this on right now just to see what it looks like. So you know what? I might still line my lips because I do like the way my lips look like lined. So I'm going to pull out my new liner by Anastasia. It's the shade Cool Brown. I've actually really been loving this lately. Okay, so I actually like that because it does give a really nice outline. And then you can use the lip liner, or sorry, the lip gloss to kind of gloss over it and blend it in. Okay, I think that looks really pretty. So now what I'm going to do is line my upper lash line, apply mascara and lashes, and then we'll come back and we'll kind of reassess what else we need to do. We'll be right back. Lashes are on, so I'm going to use some Tarte Fake Awake liner. I can use this, or I can use my Morphe liner in Bamboo. They're kind of the same color, so I just use one of those and I put it on the waterline right here, and you just need a tiny bit. Line just like this, and you don't need much. You can use white too. White is very dramatic, but this does kind of what its namesake says. Like, it makes your eyes look a little bit wider open, and so it's a trick that is a really good thing to do when you are older. I know people don't like saying like mature skin or mature whatever after 35. I am 43. And it's something that I don't do all the time. It just depends what kind of look I'm going for. So today I'm doing the darker lash line on top, and then like the open up eye on the bottom. And then plus, like, especially if you have trouble with like makeup on the waterline, and then sometimes it runs, this will prevent that. So you won't have that issue when you do your makeup like this. Okay, you guys, so I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to add a little bit more highlighter. I'm going to do the highlighter in the inner corner and above, like just under the brow. Okay, so we're just going to put some right on the inner corner here. Then I'm going to take my highlighter brush and then just add a little bit more where I want it. Between the brows, on the nose, cheekbones, a little bit on the chin. Then we're going to do some setting spray. Okay, and then my latest trick is to fan my face. You can also do a blow dryer, but you know, it's hot. I have seen some makeup artists do that. Okay, and that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. I love this palette. I think it's the perfect summer palette. Still looking kind of natural, but sexy. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you are new, I would love if you would consider subscribing. Click on the bell button also to be notified when I upload new content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.